Jeff is back. He's back. We brought him back.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, what else am I going to do, right? How are you doing? What did you do over the weekend?
Man, my parents came into town.
Let's go talk about that. Yeah. Are they still here?
No, they're gone. They took off yesterday.
They couldn't handle it.
Yeah, well, they saw the storms were coming in and they booked
Is that it? Because they drove.
They did drive, but Dad had to get back to work, so.
Okay.
I got to see my niece, though. That was fun. We did some swimming in the pool.
Where'd y'all go to the pool at?
What's it called? Clubhouse.
Oh, at your HOA?
My HOA clubhouse.
There you go. There's some stuff for you to talk
Cool,
about.
thanks.
The most underrated skills that everyone should learn. What's something everybody should know how to do?
Communicate with others, because it's not as easy as some people.
Well, it's real simple. I communicate pretty good. It's pretty direct, isn't it?
Yeah, you just tell it how it is.
Well, this is what we're going to do. Why is all of a sudden everything changed? Here's important things everyone should learn how to do. Read.
Yes. That always helps.
Know how to manage your money. Know how to
Yes.
switch your phone to silent. There's a thread.
That takes skill.
I was at the airport all weekend, and yes, it does. These are underrated skills that everybody should learn. First aid, how to swim, cooking, how to change a tire, how to unclog a toilet.
I only know how to do maybe two
That's
of
a
those
man's job, as you would say. How
it
to
is.
operate a gun, and how to be interesting. Can you tell an interesting story?
things. Probably not. I go on a lot of tangents. That's my problem.
That's why we have scripts in the news business, right?
I have to be kept on a script, or else I'll start talking about this, and then but in this, and then I get all.
Those are some things you need to know how to do, according to a Reddit file that we've had. What you got?
I'll work on that. Well, today's National Egg Day. There's ways you can eat them and crack them. What is this? 24%, like there's fried. 45% scrambled. I like mine scrambled. Hard boiled, 8% people prefer that. And only 6% of Americans say they never eat eggs.
Eggs are good for you.
They are good. And they taste good
They
too.
got the right fat in them and stuff. Pluto TV is going to launch a Mr. Rogers neighborhood channel. Did you ever watch Mr. Rogers growing up?
No.
Welcome to my neighborhood. Took his shoes off and taught lessons and stuff. Mr. Rogers. You never saw Mr. Rogers?
Is he that bunny cartoon? Not Bugs Bunny, the other bunny.
No, he's not a cartoon.
I'm making it up in my head.
Fred
He's not-
Rogers was a Presbyterian minister who had a TV show out of Pittsburgh, and he talked to boys and girls with puppets and stuff. And he's one of the just fabric members of the 70s and 80s.
So he's making a comeback?
Well, he's dead, but they're going to stream all of his shows. Mr. Rogers.
Oh.
He aired from 1968 to 2001. He had 912 TV specials.
Interesting.
And he used to say things like, "Welcome to my neighborhood. Hello, neighbor."
So was he there before the Muppets were there? Did he puppet before the Muppets?
I doubt it. I think his puppets were a little wonky looking, but he had several. And he traveled to the land of make-believe.
Oh, okay.
He was an educational program on public television.
Oh.
So he was.
That explains why I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it.
He's the guy that always said it's the heroes that are running toward the trouble. He was a smart man and a very kind man. Yeah, we should. There's so many things you got to learn. Mr.
is.
Rogers' neighborhood.
I grew up under a rock, clearly.
Where was this rock? Why did you grow up under a rock?
I don't know. There's just a lot of things I don't know. Like I
Do
haven't
you
seen a lot of
feel
movies.
sheltered? Well, that's because it's
I
probably
don't
bad.
feel like I am, but people tell me, they're like, you missed out on so much. I'm like, well, geez.
You didn't
what
miss
else
out
do I
on it.
need
It's
to
still
do?
around. Well, they're bringing Mr. Rogers back.
I got to tune in to Pluto TV, I guess.
Well, it's still on TV. You can find it on YouTube. But he had puppets. He wore a
perfect.
sweater. He'd come in every day and take off his coat and tie and put on a sweater. And he would hang out with the kids. He was like a
That's cute.
grandfatherly thing.
That's so
They
cute.
don't do TV like that anymore. Yeah.
Well, Amazon delivered a package to a burning home and did not call 911. They just
Where was this?
dropped it off and delivered it. Let's see, where was it? Massachusetts?
The guy showed up at a burning house, dropped a package off.
Yeah, Amazon has a service for Prime members called In-Garage Delivery, where they open your garage door and put your package inside.
And it was on
And
fire.
so he did it, and I mean, he did his job. He delivered the package.
Now, listen, if you smell smoke, you need to call somebody.
It's
Better
true,
safe
it's
than
true.
sorry.
If you see something, say something.
Yeah, right.
And one person could have helped out. The door opens and you can see, oh, so it's all caught on camera actually. We need to find this
Oh, this is going to be on the news.
The door opens, you can see the driver walking through the smoke to leave the package inside. So it was a...
Amazon has apologized. The family wasn't there at the time, and the driver didn't call 911 or report the fire.
Yeah, wow, what a story.
My dad, over the weekend, goes off on Panera Bread. So the video is on Facebook and YouTube and or Instagram, and we're at Panera, and he gets a biscuit. He gets a baguette with his soup, right?
Yeah.
And he starts pulling the bread apart. He goes, "This is ridiculous. Why can't I get crackers? Do you put crackers in your soup?"
Sometimes.
Okay, so you've heard of this.
Yeah.
My mother doesn't do this. He claims he never knew she didn't do this. He always makes something out of nothing because he's picky. And so he's pulling the bread apart, throwing it in the soup bowl, and he starts going off on this. And it's really a problem that we don't, because soup is a meal at times if it's chunky enough.
Yeah.
And sometimes you dunk a sandwich into the
Yes.
soup. But at a Panera Bread place, they don't sell crackers, they sell bread. So literally, this was the discussion with my dad that blew up the internet yesterday because he is going off on not having crackers in his soup. Do you find that your parents get more peculiar as they get older?
Yes.
And it becomes more of an issue to take people out to eat? Because it's like,
Yes.
I'm going to need double butter on that biscuit. Double butter? We're at a drive-through. There's butter at the house. Why are we making this difficult on everybody?
Yes, my mom's the same way.
Really? She's a picky person? She picks things apart and then has to be trouble.
And she'll like make her own version of the menu. She'll be like, well, can I have this but not that? And I add this instead.
Yeah,
I'm like,
take
Mom,
the,
just order a number. Just pick a number.
Take the Asiago sauce off of that and put it on one strip of bacon with half a tomato and then just the seeds of the jalapenos. It's like, no, we're not doing it. That's not how it works. All of a sudden you think you're in your own kitchen. Okay,
Right.
Tell us if crackers belong in soup. Hit me up, 534-9957, 534-9957. And sock alert, you can't see them. There you go.
You're not wearing socks.
I know.
Where'd they go?
The camo. Hey, so thanks for watching. We're back into our regular groove. Producers be warned, I'm back in the house.
Everyone get away. Step away. The Roper is back.
It only means the show's going to be better. That's all
True.
it means. We'll be here tomorrow morning on localnews8.com. And for now, anything else you want to add? You want to say anything? Anything you want to get off your chest?
How was your trip?
My trip was lovely. My dad retired, and I got to see my family. And then, wouldn't you know, people start dying after you leave town. I've had 2 deaths reported. So now it's like, sorry, I wasn't there. Can't come.
Jeez.
But they're not missing me anyway. But I feel bad for their families. Literally this morning, I have someone who passed away in the family. It's
I'm so sorry.
we could have made this an offer, we could have combined all this. I was in town. But, it's one of them deals. I got to see my brother, one of them, and my cousin.
And your kiddos.
Yeah, so my dad retired after 40 years on the same TV station. Apparently, he couldn't find the exit.
He
He'd been there
finally did, though.
40 years. I helped him clean his desk out. And he's like, he's out. That's how that works. All right.
So cool.
So, yeah, I'm back from the Carolinas. If I sound a little different, I've had some barbecue too. So we may need to go
Southern
find some Southern
barbecue.
barbecue.
Grandpa Southern
I've eaten a lot of weird food that we don't have around here. So I'm feeling a little heavier in the love handles. All right.
That's the way it should be.
See you tomorrow. Good night. Turn it off. Let's have a meeting.